A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, and of course, we definitely took the first step when it was Monday. Today we are on the fifth day of the week, that is Friday, to end this beautiful show, this breakfast program called Abela. So I would say Abela to all of you out there in Shativedo, Akwaba, to all my friends in Ghana. I would say hello to all of you in Libreville, and of course in Congo, Mbote na you, okay? I think about all those who are watching from Tupisan Mazembe, Eco Food Katumbi. I'm talking about Adebayo Muluptwe and his friends who are always watching Canal de English. I'll say hi to everyone from Cameroon, Africa, and the world. Welcome to the best morning program live on a Cameroonian soil. Now, you know, today I would give you a thought of the day, and that thought of this day will permit us to reflect and make us even stronger and enjoy life like never before. And the thought of the day goes Doris, okay? It is only when, in fact, let me start it all over. You don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only option. Let me take it all over again. You don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only option. That's the thought of the day today. Think about it, because sometimes being strong would mean relying on someone stronger than any other person in the world, on the Almighty. So now, that's how we start our day today, to know that we are stronger than we ever imagined. We have the capacity to withstand every adversity that will come against us today, but we are even more stronger in achieving every good thing that we need or we desire to achieve based on how much we are persuaded about life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us, Cameroon, Africa, and the world, to celebrate God, for He is the highest, He is the greatest. And of course, it's morning time, it's praise time, it's worship time. Let's join our very own Prosper as he takes us through this wonderful praise and worship moment. Welcome to Abela. Welcome to your morning program.
You are the great stronger than the strongest, better than the best. You're better than the best. You're better than the best, Lord. You're better than the best, Lord. You're better than the best. Yeah, you are the great, Lord. You are the great, you are the great, yeah. You are bigger than the biggest, oh God. You're the soon coming King, Lord. You're the great I am, Lord. Nobody like you. You are the great I am. Indeed, you're the great I am. You are the great oh God, Lord, you're the great I am. You are the great I am. Name above all names. You are the great I am. You are the armor praise, Lord. You are the great I am. Great I am. Great I am. You are the great I am. Oh Lord. Great I am. All creation bow and worship to give you all the praise and glory to you. Yeah, Lord. You are Alpha and Omega, the first and last, Lion and the Lamb. Yeah, the Lion and the Lamb. Yeah, you are the soon coming King, Redeemer of my soul, lifter of my head, lifter of my head. You are the great I am. Oh Lord, you are the great I am. Nobody like you. You are the great I am. Yes, you are. You are the great I am. You are the great I am. Jesus, we adore you, God. You are the great I am. We bow ourselves before you. You are the great You're the joy of the whole world, Jesus. You are the great You're the joy of the whole world. You're the joy of the whole world. You are the great You're the joy of the whole world. You are the great I am. You are the great I am. You're the great I am. Yeah, you're the great I am. Yeah, Lord, you're the great I am. Who-da-da-do-do, and I am great.
You are the great I am. Oh, you are the great I am. I want to sing this song. You are the great I am. Oh, you are the great I am. Oh, you are the great. Let's go again one more time. Woo! You are the great I am. 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 Welcome to Abela. Thank you, Prosper Oshimana. This is a wonderful song. You are the great I am. Like I told you, sometimes when you've got to be strong, you should just rely on the great one, the great I am. Because, sometimes your strength is not sufficient enough. Let's take an example. You are in your neighborhood and there is one bully who bullies all the little guys around and you are amongst. But the day he beats you every day, he does that, bullies you. And when your father, maybe who had gone for a trip or maybe on vacation or on mission for work, comes back, you feel stronger because you know your father is strong. And he's going to beat the younger boy who has been bullying you, who has strength more than you do. And so whenever he comes and stands around and says, I'm going to beat you, stand in front of him and say, try that. You're saying try that not because you've been made stronger, but you're counting on the strength of another person. So that's what it means to be strong sometimes. To stand because you know there's someone greater standing by you. There's someone greater standing beside you. And that's the message we're giving to you guys today morning. Okay? I know some of you guys had a very messed up night. You woke up with a lot of stress this morning, feeling so tired. In fact, you're just disgusted with life. You don't even have the motivation to do anything. See, trust me. Look at me. Look at me. I know you who are watching. And if you have someone who is in that situation, listen and tell the person what I'm saying at the moment. Or just wake the person up, tell them to come and join us. This is kind of how the English is, Abela. You get it nowhere else. We uplift your spirit. This is it. You are not alone. The great I Am is living inside of you, and you are joined with him in oneness that is inseparable. Do you know what that means? He never leaves you. He just waits for you to understand who you are. Because if you don't understand who you are and whose you are, you will not be able to know what belongs to you and what you're called to do. That's just something I'll leave on your mind. Reflect on that, but just know you're not alone. You are there with the great I Am. Shout out to all of you who are hustling, all of you who are working to make a living, because of course a child of God or the child of the great I Am is not a lazy man. He's someone who puts in work, but yet not him, because he works with the great I Am. Now, it's time for us to go and consult certain aspects of creation that the great I Am put forth. I'm talking about the stars, the zodiac signs that predict what our day is going to look like. Remember, they just give the tip of the iceberg. It means a whole lot is yet to be uncovered by you. And it depends on how much you are persuaded about it. This is the horoscope of the day. Take your jotters and your pens. Let's go, and we shall be back.
If you were born between the months of March 20 to April 19, you are an Aries. You have gotten so used to immersing yourself in a certain moment from your past. That is kind of like soaking in a deep, warm, bubbling bath. The emotions that envelop you are comforting, but at the same time, the realization that these times are gone may be upsetting on some level. Don't allow it as much room as it currently has. Then you will have more room for something that can bring you actual present moment joy. Born between the months of April 20 to May 20, you are a Taurus. The steps you have been taking towards a goal have been laborious at best. It's as if each time you lift one foot, the other foot feels like laden weight. But each of those steps represent progress and forward motion in the direction of success. You need to be more presently aware of this. You are getting there and the rewards will be sweet. Born between the months of May 21st to June 20, you are a Gemini. Communication is not about telling only your side of the story. True communication involves quite a bit of listening, absorbing, analyzing, and then responding to what someone else needs to communicate. Take some time to listen to someone. It will change everything for the better. Born between the months of June 21st to July 22nd, you are a Cancer. A choice you made yesterday seemed wise and logical, but today it may not seem quite so solid. Rather than wasting your energy going around and round on the topic, be decisive and change that choice in a way that makes you feel satisfied. That is the best conclusion. Born between the months of July 23rd to August 22nd, you are a Leo. You may be tempted to try something because someone is pushing you to do so. However, your inner voice keeps telling you to just say no. Even if you go against your own intuitions and it backfires, it will be too late to turn back. Pay attention to that little voice. It hasn't led you wrong in the past. Born between the months of August 23rd to September 22nd, you are a Virgo. Recently, someone you know had a crazy idea, and as we all do from time to time, you are practical enough to realize that keeping those crazy thoughts quiet in the back of your mind is a wise thing to do, at least until you have time to think it over and filter it properly before speaking. Give them the gift of understanding. Give them time to figure it out and make it right. Born between the month of September 23rd to October 22nd, you are a Libra. You are rushing something now because you want to make a great impression on someone. Maybe you think that working extra quickly or doing more than you promised will win you extra respect. In that case, you wouldn't be happy. Just do your best without rushing and do the stellar job you're capable of. But between the months of October 23rd to November 21st, you are a Scorpio. If you were traveling to a destination and you made a wrong turn, you could backtrack to the player of that mistake and make it from there. Try to backtrack to the point where things started to go wrong and take it from there. You don't have to go back to the drawing board. But between the month of November 22nd to December 21st, you are a Sagittarius. To be as happy as possible, you must learn to love the challenges life throws at you, not just the perfect time when everything goes your way. You may be facing an uphill battle now, but isn't there some valuable things to learn or something funny for you to laugh out? If you look, you will find something beneficial and it would feel as much like a chore. But between the months of December 22nd to January 19, you are a Capricorn. Just because someone is overflowing with logical opinions and brimming over with seemingly good advice does not mean they are right. Someone disagrees with you and they can come up with a lot of plausible reasons why you may be wrong. But give yourself the credit you deserve and trust your own judgment. But between the months of January 20 to February 18, you are an Aquarius. If you discover that your car needed a repair, you will probably take it to the service station and have it fixed as quickly as possible. That is because you wouldn't want to break down on the road and wind up stranded. Take care of this matter with urgency. Then you can feel confident that nothing can go wrong. But between the months of February 19 to March 20, you are a Pisces. Something hasn't been working very well in one of your relationships. You may be thinking about this now, as you have thought about it from time to time in the past. But don't you want it to be as good as it can be? If so, addressing this issue may cause a little bit of temporal turbulence, but ultimately, it will make your bond much happier and stronger.
Now you know better than I do. Now you know about your day. You have a tip of the iceberg on how your day is going to look like from the perspective of the stars. Yes, the zodiac signs have said it. And I saw a lot of positive aspects concerning the way your day is going to unravel today. But now, you can add on to that because a human being's life is much more than that. What you can contain a day is far beyond your imagination. And so, do you know what? You have to choose your experiences, or you have to choose your way out of the present messed up experience you have. Because remember, what you're persuaded about becomes your experience. If that's true, not just what is on your mind, because information is not definitely persuasion, but you need the information so that you can have something to stand on, to hold on to, and be persuaded about. What are you persuaded about? Does it occur that you have a lot of information, but you're persuaded of so little? Then I think that's where you have to work more. You have to be able to see your interests. You have to be able to identify with the information you've got before it becomes your reality, before your whole body becomes, starts manifesting towards that. It's just a psychological class I'm giving you, but even more a spiritual class. So I think you would definitely understand this if at all you put that in practice. Because guess what? A person with an experience is not at the mercy with someone with an excuse or a theory. Some people say experience is the best teacher because they give you a theory, but due to other circumstances prevailing on the field, you might realize that somehow, somewhere along the line, the theory has loopholes. Now, that's just psychological classes and spiritual classes for free, right? Go and exercise that. Now, we can carry out another exercise, which is even more practical. It's a tutorial on culinary art. Today, we shall not contact Teres Tande in Chicago, but we shall contact Voluntas. Voluntas is willing. She is definitely opting voluntarily to take us through these beautiful culinary art classes. She's going to teach us how to cook the traditional way for Fukon and Njama Jama. So now, it's about time we travel. And when we come back, we shall continue with the rest of our show. Remember, we have a lot of surprises for you this morning. Welcome to Abela.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed and has been keeping up with my videos. I am truly grateful. Thank you guys so much. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make cat fufu. My Cameroonians know what it is. So I will start off by showing you guys my ingredients. I have some corn flour, which is the corn fufu. I have my already diced tomatoes, and I'm going to be using spinach today because I don't have huckleberry, and of course palm oil, which is one of my main ingredients. I have my roasted grilled chicken. I got this from a guy from Minnesota, Don Prince, so everyone check him out, get yours, and you enjoy it. It is fan raised, so you will love it. On the side I have some onions, Maggi cubes, salt, and habanero peppers. So guys, this is everything I'll be using today for my cooking. I'm gonna start off by cooking my chicken. I'm just basically going to put it into a pot and add some seasoning like salt, Maggi cubes. I'm adding 2 because I don't like my food extra salty, so I'm just gonna go with 2 cubes for today. And I'm going to stir it up and let it cook till like for about 45 minutes, I would say. I'm going to close my pot, and while my chicken is cooking, I'm going to make my spinach. I love greens. They are so healthy. So I already have my oil, vegetable oil in my pot, and I'm just going to fry my onions. And after like 2 minutes, I'm going to be adding my tomatoes into the hot oil and onions and let them cook for a while. I would say for about 3 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how you like your tomatoes cooked. Just stirring it while putting it. Sorry guys, I'm holding the camera, so it's a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah. I'm adding my tomatoes in little bits because I want it to like mix up very well with the oil and cook well so it's not sour. And now I'm going to add my habanero peppers. I love spicy. You guys already know, I'm sure. So let it cook with my tomatoes. Keep stirring, keep stirring. You can tell the water is like kind of dry from it, so I'm just going to go into my spinach into my already cooked tomatoes, like adding bits and stir. Since I have my I'm holding the camera, I'm just going to like put everything then stir it up. A few cubes of Maggi. I'm adding 1 cube of Maggi, then salt to taste. My salt is so little for a while. stir it up, and now my spinach is done and ready to eat. You guys should definitely try it. It is so good and so healthy. And that is how it should look after it's done, ready to go. While my chicken is still cooking, I'm gonna show you guys how to make my corn fufu. So I'm starting off by boiling my water in a pot. Sorry, my pot is so little. I'm making it for one, so sorry, it's going to be like a mess, everything, but it's okay. So I'm just going to go in with some flour into a bowl of cold water. The reason I do this so that it shouldn't give lumps into the original product, because if you don't mix cold water and some flour on the side, it's going to like give you like lumps. Your fufu is gonna like come out in lumps and everything. It's not gonna like be so good. So I always try to do that. And now I think everything is pretty much good and ready to go into the hot boiling water. So I'm pouring my mixture into the water, and I'm going to keep mixing. Mix. You have to keep going. Keep stirring, then after add your flour. Then this is how it should look. Now I'm just going to go in and continue my cut. I'm adding tomatoes, then cubes of Maggi too. And I'm going to put in my onion and jalapeno peppers too. So guys, I'm going to be adding some palm oil into the mixture. You can put whatever quantity you like, but I like to actually see the oil in my chicken. I know people are gonna be like, oh, that's a lot of oil and everything, but I just like to exaggerate, I'll say. And when everything is mixed up, close your pot and let it cook. Let the oil actually like really cook. I think you can tell if your oil is not done from the taste you will get from your mouth. So when you finish mixing your fufu, this is how it should look. Keep adding flour, mixing it. Sorry, I'm holding my camera myself, so it's a little bit stressful, but yeah. Add water and let it boil. Since the corn flour is still raw, you have to add water while mixing, so it helps it cook and make it ready. Yes. So this is how your corn fufu should look at the end. It is all good to go, ready now, soft. And I'm just checking on my kata. Yum. You guys see that? It looks so nice and ready. Now my kata's chicken is ready. I'm just stirring it up to make sure every chicken like had a mixture of the oil and the tomatoes. And this is the final look, guys. It tasted amazing, and I'll encourage everyone to try this recipe out and let me know what you think. Comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, talk.
Oh my, I am already salivating and I want to eat this fufukon nanjamsu and katikati. Wow, my God. Well, I know you can put that on your table for lunch or supper, so you have the free course to go try that at home and make sure you do that correctly. And if you think there's another way of doing this particular meal, then go ask grandmama in the village so she can teach you how to do it traditionally speaking. Okay, now, we are going to leave this food where it is because he's waiting for lunch or supper. And it's time for us to all join Mr. Leo and pray for Cameroon and pray as well for, the unrest and the killings and everything happening in Cameroon at the moment. Because honestly, it's not supposed to be the case. And I hope that the Zimbabwean experience or the Zimbabwean saga would help us. It's possible for a revolution to actually happen without bloodshed. It's possible for a change to occur without people being shot, without people being at loggerheads physically. We might not agree on the same point, but we might not necessarily be enemies, or we must not necessarily be enemies. And so even if we are enemies, then it must not necessitate bloodshed and people, dying and sacrificing their precious life for stupid problems. Because honestly, all the problems you see on earth and things is just simple misunderstanding originating from human pride and greediness. Those things are stupid. They make no sense. Honestly speaking, those things make no sense. It's not worth a human life. I mean, a human life. So at the end of the day, it's pathetic to see how human beings who have extraordinary potential, who have even supernatural potentials, the same human being who can transform a desert where nothing is called to be fruitful into a green space where everything is called to be fruitful, would definitely don't understand themselves because of, unmeasurable ego, which is in itself immaturity. So at one point in time, we have to wake up and be true to ourselves and understand why we're here. We are first of all here to show love to one another, to be your own brother's keeper. Well, let's join Mr. Leo in this beautiful song entitled Pray. Pray is an extract of his album Love Original that dropped that was released about a week ago, with many other new songs such as Fam that already featured in his EP entitled The Love Story. And so he released that EP where there was Fam, but he did a remix in this album, Love Original. Then we also have beautiful song, collabo with Fanico, one of the greatest sensations in Benin and in Africa at the moment, on a song called Je suis moi comme ça, and many other songs that you already know are found in that album, like Ego Beta, of course, you'll find it there, Jamais Jamais, you're going to find it there, and many other songs. So go discover the entire album. You will love it. If our director, Don Angelo, is ready, it's time for us to take this beautiful music by Mr. Leo. Pray. Let's pray for the country. Let's pray for peace. Let's pray for love.
Alphabet and Records.
To all of my people, say a prayer for my country. Yeah, yeah. To all of my people, say a prayer for my country. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baba God, where you dey? Where you dey? Baba God, where you dey? Where you dey? Vasantam kongs inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vasantam kongs inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody call up them brother. Brother no pick up the phone. But Facebook say the boy done die. Bye. Another one call up the friend. Brother mama done die. If not you, waiting you go do. Huh. We are one big family. Your brother cannot be the enemy. Why all this calamity? Me I no fit believe why you do the things you do. Hey. We just need to love one another. No need to mash up the people. Everything cool and nice. A better day for the people. I've been to me for a wacky, yeah, jai. I do my for a wacky, yeah, jai. To all of my people, say a prayer for my country. Yeah. To all of my people, say a prayer for my country. Yeah. Baba God, where you dey? Baba God, where you dey? Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Kishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah. Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Kishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah. Lord, pour holy water, make we clean up the place. Lord, answer me prayer, make we clean up the place. Lord, pour some love, make we clean up the place again. Lord, have mercy. Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah. Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah. Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah. Listen to tongues inside, amen. Awa bundriaji, amen. Ishiki loran lenbena, amen. Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't really understand what it says, and I've been trying to pronounce it in spite of, my teachers that I have around me, Aika, Vanessa, Fonue, and then Emmanuel Brevilka, but I don't know, I still don't get it, but I think I'll finally get it one day. Machine sun comes inside, amen. I want your bungry. I will pronounce it well. Never mind. I'm just trying. I'll get there somewhere. I love the soul language. I love Lamso like crazy, and I know I'm going to get there. I'll learn how to speak it because I have people around me. And why not? I'll probably visit you guys. From Kalaiki, from all the places there, and so I'll probably just visit you guys and learn your dialect. Okay. It's just a wonderful song. You got the message. For those who do not understand Lam's song, what he was saying is that let's go down on our knees and pray to God, and let peace reign. He was saying, let God, pour them holy water or other symbols of purity, of, that can wash the land free. And so simply, the message is simple. We have to call on the Most High for wisdom, or not that he gives us wisdom, for him to become our wisdom. And like I was saying in the morning, remember our food for thought this morning is not just coincidental. I put it there precisely because a lot of things have been happening. And sometimes when you look at the way things happen, you feel frustrated and think like, some people would say there's no need to live again. No. Your life is not determined by the circumstances around you, but by who you are. And who you are is what determines what you get and how you go about the things you do. You should know from which standpoint you're talking. Are you talking because people have frustrated you with their own frustrated self? Because remember, frustrated people frustrate people. Hurt people hurt people. And if at all they are frustrated, it means they have not understood the core essence of life. If you understand it, no matter how much you think you don't possess things, and they possess many things than you are that you call riches, remember, your identity is not derived from the things you possessed, but from whose you are. Who do you belong to? Who created you? Whose nature do you carry within you? Let me take, for example, to know your child is not, in fact, if you have to know your child or to know whether a child belongs to you, it does not depend on the social status that you have, that you pretty much identify your child to. If you're poor, the fact that the child has to be yours does not mean that the child has to be poor as well. You understand what I'm saying? If you're rich, is yours does not mean he has to be a rich child. What is the proof that is your child? First, the DNA test will prove to you that you have the same genes. So it is something internal, not external. That's what I'm trying to say. So your identity is greater than your possession, because your identity gives you, the right to inherit. So now, for those who understand that, you definitely know where I'm coming from. But those who do not understand that, ponder on that. And that's why the food of the day, or the food for thought today, is, for those who followed the show in the beginning, you would not know how strong you are until being strong is the only option. And sometimes being strong, being the only option in your life, will necessitate that you just rely on someone stronger than you. The great I am, the Almighty. Now, let's take this comedy break. Let's go down to the southwest region of Cameroon. To be very honest, Anglophone Cameroonians are getting a hold of showbiz, in Cameroon, providing quality content that takes Cameroon to higher heights, to the best awards festival ever, and so on. Now, in comedy as well, there is kind of a shaking going on in the Anglophone zone. There's kind of this solidarity, this hold hand movements going on in the Anglophone zone. Anglophone comedians are coming out in their numbers, and just like Nigeria, they are holding big masses of comedy, big ceremonies, all sold out. And today, they are also extending their tentacles, let me put it that way, extending their reach to other aspects of comedy, but to other aspects of audiovisual. For example, little comic pieces that they put on social media, which is their main TV station. Then it goes on live mainstreaming, or let's say main media, just like ours, Canal de English. And I took this one so I could portray it to all our viewers. Let them see what's happening in the Anglophone zone. Mr. Adrenaline, one of the most celebrissimo directors in the Anglophone zone, video directors, is on this project. He has believed in this project since from day one. So he has joined the other comedians, Calvino, you can name the rest, in this beautiful adventure. Now, this is another series, or another episode, of this series of their comedy show that is 237 Comedy Central. This one is entitled The Proposal. Let's watch, and I know it's going to make you laugh. Pretty much that particular element is a little just say deficient. It's got some little problems. Technical problems are always somewhere along the line. It might not be our problem, but the machine's problem. But anyway, let's take maybe another comedy from the 237 Comedy Central entitled Are You Free? Still done by the same group and Mr. Adrenaline shooting these episodes. I said it is kind of a revolution, a shaking that's going on, and I love the solidarity between all these comedians who are not only, who are not only very close, to one another, but at the same time, they have other people joining them in the bandwagon, joining them for this struggle. I'm talking about the directors, the editors, and many more, those who give me their locations and things like that. So we're going to take this other one, still from 237 Comedy Central. The title, or the title of this particular piece is Are You Free? And when we come back, we're going to have an exclusive interview with new signees on their empire. Their names are simply, Diani and K Master K Rhythms. But those who know them, they're simply the Rhythms. It's a boy band in Cameroon. Let's just definitely enjoy this comedy break, and we shall go for the interview later on.
Machine gun. Machine gun. Yeah, believe it now. I am believe it. Okay. You understand? Very secret. When man come, come. You say one of which? Gambia, I want to play you guys. Very good. Gambia, believe it on life, guys. You compare me with the believe it, guys. Gambia. I'm small, I don't know. You have finished me market. No scam on this. I try again. I try anything again. Small. Oh, give me. You got my chance. Hey, girl. You're not job. So, that bad. Then I'm gonna give phone. Anything said, anything. Nigga looking like Luch. You want to get up in here? Machine gun. Gamba was surprised. I feel local. Gamba was surprised. I was surprised. Gamba like 2 weapons. Gamba 1 weapon.
See for this, he said banga. See head. Give my phone, banga man. He said banga. There banga give power. See for this. See this. The banga. I can't count a gun. Not soon I do. Sarah, I was kind of surprised. Hey.
You don't surprise me.
Famous neighbors.
After not to go.
Now go get in there. Go now. You don't take that food. Hey. Who's that? On there? Go get in there.
Hello, Banks.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm okay, thank you. So, what's up?
I'm okay. I've been trying to take some call for a very long time. You've not been replying.
Uh-oh, don't mind me, that's the thing. I'm hardly by my phone though. I'm busy doing a lot of things. Don't mind me, I'm sorry. So, what are you doing now?
I'm just in the water and the wood.
I'm sure you're very bored.
Yeah, I'm certainly bored, very bored.
Sorry about that. Okay, do you have plans for tomorrow? Are you free?
Please come again.
Do you have plans for tomorrow? Are you free? Do you have anything doing?
Like seriously?
Yeah, I'm very serious.
Vitesse, 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 vitesse.
Okay, do you have plans for tomorrow? Are you free?
Yes, of course, I'm free.
Okay.
Yes, I'm free. What time?
Okay, I mean the whole day. If you're free the whole day, it's okay.
Yes, I'm free anytime.
It's fine. I wanted to let you know that you're free in Jesus' name.
One time for me, woman.
Well, 237 Comedy Central is quite an interesting project. Trust me, and I know you watched it, and of course you laughed, of course, from the first one, which is Grand Frère, I Go Surprise You. The title is I Go Surprise You. Then we also had this second one back to back. That was split back to back. Are You Free? Quite funny, great ideas, little, very soft, digested, easily digested messages. But at the end of the day, it's really, really funny. Great shots, great quality. It's really very amusing. And in few seconds or in just few minutes, you can make people laugh and you can tell a story. So, I mean, that's, let's say, kudos or shout out. And of course, and much more encouragement to you guys, Adrenaline, and all of you guys, Calvino, and all of you guys who actually play in this particular, series. You guys provide a lot of content to the comedy world at the moment, and of course the audio visuals. I play these because I want people to know what you guys are doing. But you guys can keep on existing only on social media. I'll probably, because of our audience and our viewers who probably could not follow you guys every day on social media, I'll come close to you guys. We can talk so that this content that you provide will give you maximum visibility, on Canal de English, not only on Abela, but maybe on our different platforms so that you can make yourself known. And, we always tell them to go and subscribe, to go and follow you on your pages because it's very important so that later on it becomes an issue that will give you more money because more visibility is more money, okay? And even with us, the negotiations will later on change because that's my own, desire so that every Cameroonian will be able to make a living out of his craft and don't underlook what you can do. The little you can do definitely impacts some other people. And that's what I want to tell you. The little you can do creates a greater impact if it can impact many people at the same time. If you identify the desire of several people out there, then you do something that concerns them or that can impact them and bring them to to grow, because that's one point in time. If you want to impact somebody, that's one issue. If you want to impact somebody, you must be able to contribute something in his life or, in whatever domain he is finding himself so that he might grow, okay? Now, let's talk about growth. These young guys have grown, from grass to grace. They have actually been at the root of several hit songs and the magnificent career of several artists that you know today. Today you know Daphne because they passed through No Hits, No Records, and these guys were there as sound engineers, and they gave a career orientation to this beautiful, young lady. Today, you know someone like Dr. Ken Stephens, who is one of the best directors we've got in Anglophone zone and in Cameroon right now. But this guy's career, his ideologies about showbiz and entertainment was forged when he was with these two guys, back in the days, running programs together, working together, and they shared one common view. And today, all of them excel in their domain, even though they are a little separated in terms of labels, but they are still friends. We'll talk today about songs like, artists like Mimi. If none of these guys cooking this beautiful song, recording it and giving her career orientation, Mimi wouldn't have maybe been, at this level, even though she was already singing in cabarets and had a great vocal experience. But Mimi learned a lot from these young guys. Talking about Blanche Bailey, for her first two songs, she wouldn't even have, my first three songs, because she did a cover of Sour Romance from Local. You wouldn't have had Blanche Bailey at this level if these guys were not around her to really advise her, give her, musical orientation and make good beats and good mastered songs for her. You wouldn't have talked about Minx, Le Gala Ele. That is a song that actually propelled this young guy to the forefront of the musical sphere in Cameroon. Without the presence of these two guys that I'm about to introduce to you, Mings wouldn't have actually existed, because Mings started rapping before, but it never gave him success until Logala Ele came to existence. We have many people. Ixmalia today, their latest album, many of the songs that you know, Mariage, Ndumba, and many other songs were produced by these young guys, were mixed by these young guys, and they give another flavor to Ixmalia's career. I can't keep on going because they got a lot of songs together. But ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce this exclusive interview that I had with the Rhythms, now signed under, Empire, the Empire label or music label run by Pete Bacardi. We know that they have their own label called No Hits, No Record, which is the production house. They signed a distribution deal once in a while. They made a collaboration with XM Music, Ixmalaya Music, but now they've gone to Empire, where Ixmalaya actually was made known to the world. This is the interview. When we come back, we're going to talk sports with our chronicler. And of course, we meet the other chroniclers who are going to give you information. And we shall come back on the National Assembly saga that took place yesterday during the ordinary, I think it should be the General Assembly session with the parliamentarians, the ordinary session with the parliamentarians, where the STF staged a protest in the Glass House. Anyway, let's come back after this interview to talk about that. This is Rhythms. Well, I've been talking for quite a long time, explaining a lot of things, but I think it's time for us to know about what Rhythms is all about, like this, how they started their career, how they appreciate their ascension. Today they were nominated for the just ended 2017 Afrima Awards 2000 that took place in Lagos, Nigeria, and they have been growing from grass to grace, and today they have more visibility since they signed under the label Empire. Their songs are played even more on Trace. I think that's their El Dorado somehow, but anyway, there's no value playing on international channel if your people don't really receive you, but they have been received ever since, and they will be participating at the Click Urban Music Festival, one of the biggest urban music festivals in Anglophone Cameroon. That's coming up as from the 30th of this month, and it's going to run through the 3rd of December, 2017, already ushering you into the just a celebration times. We will be putting up the topic of the day in a jiffy as well, but now it's time for us to get the interview that I did with Rhythms, that is K Master K, and of course, how they're calling him again, Phil Bill. You get it? Phil Bill Beats, who definitely does beats, and of course we have K Master K, who does the mixes. Anyway, we are going to play one of Rhythm's songs, and when we come back after that song, we're going to play, of course, this exclusive interview before we continue the program. Now, I'll propose that you watch Tobasi from Rhythms, and when we shall be back, we shall get the interview right away on Canal 2 English.
I'm in love with Rhythms.
Shabba.
My boy, lover, love it. I want some love it. Oh yeah. Baby, la façon dont tu shake it me fait te look toute la night. Elle est way que tu do. Papa, tu me rends dingue. Your beauty shines so bright and it makes me want to sing this song. I know go lie, baby girl, c'est toi qui me bang dans ma tête. C'est le Tobasi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh. C'est le Tobasi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh.
Baby girl, I go marry you. Oh, baby girl, I must marry you. Oh,
You're my five-star girl. Je te llamo déjà. You're my five-star girl. No, no. And she's got a fine thing down.
Baby, do check him, now you we know. Loving you, not the only way.
C'est le Tobassi que tu m'as donné, oh, oh, oh. C'est le Tobassi que tu m'as donné, oh, oh, oh.
Baby girl, I go marry you. Oh, baby girl, I must marry you. Oh,
You're my five-star girl. Je te aime déjà. You're my five-star girl. No, no. And she's got a fine thing down. Down, down.
K-Master K-Mix.
Baby, kiss me from my phone. Baby, I like your love. Baby, show me some loving. And I gon' show you some love. C'est le Tobassi que tu m'as donné. Oh, 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 oh. C'est le Tobassi que tu m'as donné. Oh, oh, oh.
Baby girl, I go marry you. Oh, baby girl, I must marry you. Oh,
You're my five-star girl. You're my five-star girl. And she's got a fine thing down.
it's Phil Bill.
Welcome back to Abela, your breakfast program live on Canal the English. I hope you enjoy the beautiful music. The interview shall be coming up shortly, but permit us, ladies and gentlemen, viewers from Cameroon, Africa, and the world, to receive our only sportsman for Canal the English, and of course for Abela. He's called Thomas Mukum. Welcome, Abela, to you, brother.
It's always a pleasure. Thank God it's Friday. I'm going to work with my friends. Yeah, five-star girl.
Shalewale, je te aime déjà.
I want to see a very nice video there from Ada Kenji.
Of
Quite
course.
beautiful. Cameroonians are hitting it.
Yeah, they're doing it great. And right now, you know, if we have to talk about a certain battle when it comes to video directing for the past 5 months, you know, there is Ada Kenji, there is Dr. Ken Stephens.
And there's
Adrenaline as well, that's getting himself invited. But I will talk about directing Art Nurin. Art Nurin Nunembom, who is an actor, a film producer, and a movie director who has definitely now crossed over to do, you know, video, like music video directing. And trust me, Art Nurin has been phenomenal. And in most of his collaborations, we're seeing with Didi Blaise, you know, co-directing, but at the same time, we see him directing most of the videos that are coming out right now with Dr. Ken Stephens, and it's just a fantastic pair. He has something great about him, is that he has this continuity in his stories. He has great storylines. I mean, this guy is just simply amazing. A shout out to you, Art Nurin. Finally, you're showing us another side of you. So, Mr. Thomas Mukum, welcome once again.
Thank you very much. I want to say Abefu to all the five-star girls who are watching us. It's in the mother tongue. Precisely, that language is coming from Bafut. So Abefu to all the Bafut people.
Abefu to all the Bafut people and to all the five-star girls. Now, we're going to talk sports, I guess.
We're going to talk sports.
Oh, you wanted us to talk about something else before we talk sports?
Well, you were already talking about the National Assembly. Maybe we talk about the National Assembly before I come back to sports.
No, let's talk sports. Then we talk about National Assembly. Because
Okay.
we have some videos to show, to buttress everything before we talk about that.
We talk sports. Thank you very much, Steve. This time we talk CC foot. CC foot is just like goalball, and is a sport done by visually impaired persons. They will not be able to go to Cape Verde because they're supposed to be African Cup of Nation in that category, Steve. But unfortunately, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon in that domain, that's in CC foot, will not be able to go to Cape Verde because lack of finances. The government said they will not have enough finance to take this team to Cape Verde. Other sports pundits say when it comes to football and other games, they want to pump in as much money as they want. But when it comes to visually impaired persons, they will not want to put in enough money. As we are going to be absent from Cape Verde in terms when it comes to the African Cup of Nations, automatically we have been disqualified for the World Cup that will be coming up in 2018. I'm talking about CC foot, the World Cup that will be coming up in 2018. That's going to be taking place in Spain. So the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, I'm talking the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, CC foot will not be part and parcel of that competition. We talk classification, the FIFA Coca-Cola classification in the month of November, Steve, is out. Cameroon is 7th in Africa and then 45th in the world. Senegal is first. Senegal is first in Africa, and we give you the first 5 teams in the world. We have Germany, that's at the first position. We have Brazil, second position. We have Portugal, third position. We have Argentina, fourth position. And then we have Belgium at the 5th position. And then in Africa, we have Senegal at the first position. That's 22nd in the world. We have Tunisia at the second position, 27 in the world. We have Egypt at the third position, 31st in the world. We have the Democratic Republic of Congo, that's 5th in Africa and 36th in the world. We have Morocco, 6th in Africa, 40th in the world. And then we have Cameroon, that is 7th in Africa, and then 45th in the world. We end with the European League that took place yesterday, just to say our own backward brother, Clinton J. Yesterday was put at the second half. That was at the 68th minute. And then 1 minute later, he scored a goal for his team, Olympique Marseille. That ended them a draw with Kalia Sport. These matches were in Group E of the ongoing Europa League.
Wow, wonderful one for Olympique Marseille and our younger brother, or just say our brother because he's young anyway. Our brother Clinton J, who of course is the providential man for his team, who became the providential man for his team yesterday. And of course, Marseille is still second in its pool, so they're still battling for qualification for the 6th round, the 16th round of the League One Championship.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to talk now about the National Assembly. What happened yesterday? It's somehow in the line of what Joseph Wilbur started, months ago, maybe more than a year ago. When this struggle started, some SDF, just say MPs took to the microphone. They took the microphone of the National Assembly and they spoke out. They started with one, then a second one, and these were their revendications. Because what actually started was not the singing part. It was actually the revendication part. So one of the MPs of the SDF took up the microphone and he expressed himself because they were talking uniquely on the budget, the budget of 2018. So that was the only topic of discussion, and it was formally said to all the MPs that nothing concerning the Anglophone crisis will be discussed again, especially during that session. And so when the SDF MP had to talk, it was his turn. He stood up and said he wouldn't say anything concerning, the budget, except they trash out the Anglophone crisis. They talk about it during the National Assembly because we cannot go through this kind of difficult situation in this country and the Anglophone crisis is ignored the way it is ignored. We've seen the way just one person had to go on social media, get angry about slavery in Africa, and everybody's been mobilized. Even Samuel Eto'o shared it, and Samuel Eto'o has gone. It's alleged he has even gone to to Libya to visit and meet authorities personally. I mean, look at how much people mobilize themselves for something, and look at how people are killing themselves here, and nothing has been done. So the SDF, MP said, no, enough is enough. You guys must talk about it. Then a second one came and joined him and said, no discussions are going on until they talk about it. And so Kaveri Jibril, the speaker of the House said, okay, if all this disorder is starting here in the Parliament, the glass house, we suspend the session for an hour, and it even went above an hour, and nothing was happening. And so as the MPs were moving out, the other SDF MPs joined the ones already standing and started singing songs. So I'll play a video of the songs they were singing while the others were going on, and you even hear the comments, because the video was not taken by a cameraman. No, it was not taken by a cameraman. It was snapped by, of course, but I don't think it's even an SDF MP, because when you hear the comment, you realize that the comment is actually against what they are doing. But they put that out, and this is what we had, on social media, and it's verified though, because CRTV showed it, but they never showed this part. So this is the reaction of the MPs. It's SDF protests in the Parliament. So that we have the videos there. We'll play it back to back right away. Donald, our director, will give it up to us.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's just maybe you had to comment before we watch the video.
Yeah. Why our director is looking for the video?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the MPs who have been silent in Parliament since the Anglophone crisis started, right? Who have not been able to publicly voice out, in this manner, their point of view concerning the Anglophone crisis in Parliament, do you think that it's because of the pressure of the Jakri people on Joseph Wirba and the other SDF members to voice out their plight in Parliament, or else when they come back to Bamenda, they might even be killed, that made them to react this way? Do you think that?
Well, I see the possibility of that, Steve. Excuse me. On the 22nd of October, when it was heated, the people who voted the members of Parliament into the glass house asked some of them to resign. I take, for example, the member of Parliament from Mumu East. He was asked by his people to resign. I think I also take of other parliamentarians who were asked to resign. The November session of Parliament is to discuss finances and the budget for the next year. But how will you go to discuss about money that's being paid by the taxpayer who voted you into the Parliament when they are not fine? Those in the Northwest and Southwest region are not quite fine, and so they may not have the means and ways to contribute this money.
They have not been working. A lot of ghost towns, a lot of
country Sundays,
and so they have barely money to feed themselves.
And then you want to vote budget. How are you going to get the budget? Maybe we get the video. The director says ready, and then we'll come with the comments after.
Okay, these are the manifestations, or this is the manifestation that took place in the Glass House in Yaoundé yesterday, Thursday, during the ordinary session of the National Assembly. The MPs, where the SDF MPs took to manifestation in the Glass House. Here we go.
Ça, j'avais dit non, comme ils aiment souvent entendre.
How many people Paul Biago killed? Voilà Donata Kifwi. How many people Paul Biago killed? How many people Paul Biago killed? Oh, you kill with a oh, you go kill with a oh, you go kill with a How many people Paul Biya go kill? You can see the UDC is still in the hall. The CPDM has left. The journalists are still there.
Well, those are some kind of restricted videos that we showed you here just to show you that something happened, and that's the proof that it happened. But now we can just keep the videos aside and talk about it, because had even we just talked about it without any proof, it would have been like we're inventing things. But anyway, there were many other things that happened there. You know, a lot of things happened. And curiously enough, people ask themselves, why is it that they are pointing at the president and not talking about the whole government?
Steve, if we want to go deeply, you know, the country have the judiciary, the administration, and so the parliament is supposed to talk about things happening in the parliament and forget about the administration. That's the president. Some people said it's not honorable, but I want to say, if you go to Uganda, for example, if you look at the Uganda parliament,
they fought and they beat themselves in parliament.
It's not easy. You even in South Africa, you listen to Malema referring to Jacob Zuma as that this man is not honorable. He's not supposed to enter here, referring to him as a thief. I'll give you the caliber of the kind of persons. We have Honorable Fobi Chinda,
of course,
Simon, member of parliament for Bamenda Bali constituency. We have Bandam Joseph. Honorable Chinda belongs to the finance department in parliament. We have Bandam Joseph. He's the vice president of the Senate. It means one of the vice president of the Senate. These are the kind of caliber of persons who are singing what they are singing. Some people may think that there are some kind of persons who are not mature enough to, but I want to tell you, they know what they are doing, and they maybe it was just the right opportunity. Some people said SDF has been existing for the past 20 years. They've never seen something of that magnitude. Maybe it was just the right time. When the time is right for anything to happen, it's going to happen.
Maybe they were also under pressure, you know, under heat, you know, ignited by the people of the Northwest region who actually verbally attacked some of these MPs, and they went there. And you know, they were fighting for their lives. Some, I can quote one of them, a journalist, and maybe I'll just keep my source, but who said she spoke with one of the MPs who were there, and he started saying that he thinks that they are not speaking for the people, they are speaking for their interests because they fear their lives. And I was saying, I just told her something, that why don't we look at it this way? They have not been speaking in favor of the people, but now the people have put pressure, and then they want to go back to start doing what they were supposed to do earlier on. Because at the end of the day, now that they see that their life, which they hold so much at high esteem, is threatened, they would then do the job they had to do without having any threat behind them. So the question is it when you look at what's happening in Africa, the slavery, and you know, the emergence of slave trade again in modern times,
the resignation of Mugabe
and the shakings in other countries, political instability and so on. Are we saying that there is a wind of change that's blowing across the African political systems?
Just like there was a wind of change in the early 90s when it comes to multipartism, or the coming back of multipartism across Africa, we want to say there is another wind of change. I don't know what to call it. It's just a wind of change. People want to see the change. I just want to say the Anglophone crisis, Steve, is making a lot of things happen. That's how the parliament is supposed to be animated.
Even very lenient, because when we look at the way other people fight, I mean, even in Mexico and Cuba and everything, they beat themselves up at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, if they leave and go back to their people without solutions, because it's going to be critical. And let me tell you, that's what I think. I listened to one Nigerian young investor who was giving a speech during an African forum, I guess. He said the highest post in the nation, it's not that of a president, it's that of a citizen. So he's going to ask all the citizens to keep asking more, like Oliver Twist, from the people whom they contracted to provide them or to supply them with governance and good governance, because they are there to work for the people. They were given mandate, or they were mandated by the people to work, you know, for them and give them, you know, good governance. And the good governance you give to the people will assure the good life you would have. Because if you don't want them to live comfortably, then you will not be in comfort. You would be in your comfort materially, but you'll be in discomfort psychologically. That's why in Africa, I'll just end with this African proverb that says, "Mami we, you know one time, me pikin sleep. He says, you know go sleep." So at the end of the day, Well, that was just our focus on this major issue that happened yesterday, and the Anglophone crisis is still making headlines in Cameroon. And so I would simply just tell you to give one word, conclusive word, so that we can usher in the interview I had with Rhythms for Abela this morning.
Well, you should not mistake the parliament for hand clapping stooges. As from now on,
of course,
a parliament is supposed to be animated worse than situations like this. We should expect more of actions like this in the parliament in the years ahead.
Maybe the fact that the glass house, some part of the glass house, on some floors of the glass house was set ablaze is already a signal that it's going to be a battleground. It's going to be a fire. You know, just a war animated by fire and sword. I don't know. Whatever be the case, I'm not the prophet of doom, but I'm simply seeing things from a distance that if our silence, keeps on keeping on, or just keeps on persisting, permit me the tautology to show you how worse that situation might be, it will result to something that we do not desire. But I fear that it happens in Cameroon because we are a country of peace and we should learn from Zimbabwe. A revolution can take place. Meantime, peace at the same time and love, or just a peace and harmony reigns, while it takes place. So we're going to take this interview that we did with Rhythms, newly signed to Empire. Many people still criticize their signature because some with inside information say that they signed for 5 years without any real plan of promotion given to them by Empire Music. When I asked them about the contract, it was very, uncomfortable talking about it. If you sign a good deal, you want to tell everybody about it. So anyway, this is an exclusive interview with Rhythms because they have not spoken ever since they signed on the Empire. Okay. So this is an exclusive one on Abela. Check this out.
Hey, yo, people. I go by the name K Master K.
Tout le monde, je suis Phil.
Yeah, and together we Rhythms.
The Rhythms. It's going down. Shabba. First of all, Rhythms is a band, and Rhythms is bound to do good music. So after receiving the news from Afrima, it wasn't surprising actually, because we're out to do good music. So if our songs are being recognized out there, it means we're really out for something. It means we're really ready. It means we're really doing something good to represent Cameroon out there. So it was a nice information. It was a nice news story. Getting the because I think it was Estelle. It was Estelle. She called and we were like, "Wow, congratulations! You guys have been nominated at Afrima." It was really wonderful news and bigger platform for Rhythms too.
Baby girl, I go marry you. Baby girl, I must marry you. Oh, you're my 5-star girl. You're my 5-star girl. No. And she's got a fine thing down.
Well, that's a good one. We all know how the way Empire is. We all know Empire is a great label, and we've been working some years back, and we've been looking for a way to take our career to another level. So we always want to work with Empire. Like, that's been our dreams, and finally we got into Empire.
Actually, for Empire we've worked Bobolov. That was the first project we worked. Later on we came up with Tobasi, and now we're on the Power Project. So we're working on the Power Project. It's a collaboration of so many talented artists in Cameroon, most Empire artists, and collaborations of Big Dreams, Eban Flam, Empire, that's Tenor, and many others. So we're about to release that. That is going to be early next year. Then also we're going to come up with our EP too. Rhythms is going to come up with their EP. So there are a lot of bigger platforms, and Empire has been that record label that steps up the game. So Rhythms decided to sign under Empire because we wanted to step up our game. We wanted to take our music to another level. So we believe that Empire could take us to that level. So that's why we're with Empire, and working on bigger projects. Yeah.
Feel Beats exclusive.
First of all, believe in yourself. Nobody's your God. Work hard. Pray. Because if you're waiting for somebody to come help you, trust me, my brother, they're not gonna come home. You need to do your part for them, to attract them to come help you. Because if you're waiting for somebody, oh, I have the sponsor, no, it's not gonna work that way. You need to start doing the work by yourself. When you start doing the work, as it's moving on successfully, trust me, it's gonna attract investors. So just believe in whatever thing you're doing, be you a designer, actor, be you an artist, dancer, just do your best, do your best.
Me na you, today na me na you, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi. Fine girl, beautiful girl, she gets all the qualities where any man want to see.
Yeah, first thing, you have to trust in yourself and pray hard, because Rhythms where we are today is about God. It's God. We pray hard and we work hard. We don't sleep. We know they sleep. We live on studio every day.
Me na you, you did me na you, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi. There want no begin on me. You be there with me, now you be stay with me. Your friend them say we no go fit. Now our level don't is keep. See jealousy people no one say make we succeed. Ils ont dit que cet amour n'aura pas de fruits, mais cet amour est très fort, ils ne peuvent que parler. Elle est à Oussa et je suis tout à la. The only thing I want for you, baby, not only one. Mina you, Tina Mina you, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi. Mina you.
Yeah, I started like personal career. I started like 20 years back to 12 years, yeah. And I met Phil when we went to secondary school, and he was good in doing beats in the decks, hitting the decks, boom, boom, pop, boom, 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 pop, that kind of. And then I was just doing my rap behind it, and then, and here we are today. And
We met back in school, and it was, I just believe that it's a connection that God had already, planned. Because back then I loved music, and I decided to get into music, but I never had enough finance to get into the studio. So we were just back then in school hitting the decks, and Casey back then was a rapper then, he was rapping, and that was where the chemistry came about, and that's how it all started. And look at where we are today, working, and it's popular. Phil Bill came and stick here on the mix, and it's just driving everybody crazy.
Shabba. My boy, lover, love it.
First and foremost, we're proud. When we make artists, we make a lot of artists. Trust me, people. I know some of you guys don't have ideas about this, but we make artists. We can take you from nothing to something when it comes to music. So we work with a lot of artists. Noise No Records, that's the record label, this studio production house where we do our productions. A lot of artists have passed through that studio, from the Mr. Leo to the Daphne to the Flory Boys, to the Ex Malaya, to the Lady Pons, to the Blanche Bailey, to the Mimi, Minx. There's so many of them. So we make sure we do our best so as to come up with quality music. We're not doing it for our interest. We're doing it for Cameroon. We're doing it for the industry to make sure that, okay, for example, if Jay-Z listens to Blanche Bailey, Mimbaye, we're like, whoa, you understand? If Don Jazzy listens to Minx, Legala Ele, we're like, whoa, you understand? So we're trying to step up the game, taking the music to another level, trying to make the people believe in Cameroon music. So it's a powerhouse, and we are bound to make it, keep it top notch quality. Yeah.
Baby, do check him, now you in mood. Loving you, not the only way. C'est le cobassi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh. C'est le cobassi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh.
music in Cameroon, all the music in the past 5 years?
It's rapidly growing, because if I could recall vividly back then when we were doing all this stuff, there weren't a lot of artists. And now the music is really growing bigger and bigger, and we're getting new artists every day. We're discovering the new talents every day. So I believe that the industry it's really growing. It's really growing to another level. So it's just for us to hold hands together, make sure we produce quality music, love each other, be united, because that's a strength. When we're united, or if we are united, we're going to take our industry to the next level. You see, like the Project of Power, you see the collaborations, you see Mings, you see Tenor, you see Loco, you see Rhythms, you see Magasco, you understand? So it's all about collaborations. So it's just for us to be together, stick together, work hard, and you see how our industry is going to grow.
Mais cet amour est très fort, you ne peuvent que parler. Elle est pas mêlée et je suis Ewundo. The only thing I want for tell you, baby, Madonna. Mina ayu, sugar, Dina mina ayu, sugar, sugar. Toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi. Mina ayu, sugar. Aujourd'hui mina ayu, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi.
How do you think Cameroon will grow its brand and grow even better? In the music industry to compete with those who are out there in Nigeria and other countries making it radio?
Yeah, first thing, we need more investors. The artists that are already there, the ones that have established a little bit, they need sponsors in their projects. So we and again we need collabos. We need collabos, Redeems collabo with Mr. Leo, Salatier, Mings, everybody. We just need to collaborate, for us to take it to another level.
And also we need investors, man. We need big companies we need to get into this business, and let's make it big.
Cameroon, we got talents. Cameroonians got talent.
5 artists that you really appreciate their music, their style, their everything.
Okay. Mr. Leo, Loco, Mimi, Bless B, Tenor.
My first artist that I appreciate so much, that is taking music to another level out there, representing Cameroon, Rishabona. I really dream of working with him someday. He's a marvelous artist. Like, he's a studio at the same time. Like the energy of which he puts in his music, it's something out of space. So Rishabona is the first artist. The second artist, Charlotte Panda. She's got a marvelous voice. She's hardworking, and she does quality music, and she puts all in music. So Rishabona, you have Tenor and Fiang. That guy's got energy, man. That guy's got energy and talent. Trust me, Tenor is that kind of artist that he's very unpredictable. I'm telling you. Today you might hear him rap, tomorrow you might hear him sing, and he sings so well, he raps so well, he just transforms like a chameleon every day. So that's a real artist, Then you have Loco. Yeah, Loco is a very good artist. Yeah, you have Mimi too. That's someone that you guys need to watch out for. Trust me, because I'm telling you, you see.
Yeah. And we said something like this some years back with Daphne, and you guys can see what's happening right now, and so you guys watch out for this girl.
Trust me, she's wonderful. And you have wonderful artists. You have Salatiel too. He's a very good artist. Yeah, he has this inspirational kind of way of which he does his music too. And I really wish that we could work on something together, because I believe that if I put my energy, he puts his, we could do something magical. Yeah. And the last and not the least, I know you guys are. The last and not the least artist that I really appreciate so much, that I believe that we need to watch out for and we need to really pay focus. Kosi.
Yeah.
Trust me. Kosi is something else. Kosi is somebody else.
Give the mic as well to
No. Kosi is a wonderful artist too that I really want us to work with. So those are my top 5 artists that I really want to do something that I appreciate too. Yeah.
Mina ayu, dina mina ayu, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi. Mina ayu, aujourd'hui mina ayu, toi et moi, la la la, toi et moi.
First of all, many people always like, they hear Phil Bill beats, they hear K Master K, they don't know who these guys are. I'm just trying to make them know that, or we're trying to let them know that here are the guys. I'm Phil Bill, this K Master K, and together we are the Rhythms. So we started this game a very long time ago. So many people are seeing us today, they're thinking maybe we just started yesterday. We've been in this game since 2008 up till date. We're doing good music. From the honeymoon to the dancia, to the Mina You, to the Manam Tulumon, to the Bobolo, and now we're in Tobasi. So it's been a long journey, and here we are today. C'est le Tobasi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh. C'est le Tobasi que tu m'as donné, oh oh oh. Say baby girl, I go marry you, na na na. Oh, nah, say baby girl, I go marry you. Oh, cause you're my 5-star girl. Shale wale, oh, shale wale. Je te amo déjà. Shale wale, oh. Mais elle dit qu'elle veut le bobolo. Elle n'aime pas Mionda, mais elle dit qu'elle veut le bobolo. Oh, no, 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 no.
Talk say wanna
Babala, say you know like me under it.
He talk say wanna
Babala, alright. Yes, it's going down. Believe in yourself. Trust God. Pray. Work hard. Thank you very much. Canada English is going down for Shizzle. Canada International. Thanks for this opportunity. Thanks for this platform. Together, stay strong. Boom. Shabba.
Baby girl, I go marry you. Oh, baby girl, I must marry you.
Abela, your breakfast program live in Canada English on the channel that goes an extra mile to change the game. I hope you enjoy this interview with Rhythms. You know, this group comprising of 2 young guys, you know, actually giving you that youthful exuberance in their craft. You know, one of them, in fact, both of them are singers, and both of them are also beat makers, that is sound engineers. Phil Bill Beats does most of the time the beats, and K Master K joins him as well. And then K Master K does the mastering most of the times, and then, you know, Phil Bill Beats completes him the well. So they're kind of very complimentary young guys, and of course perfect singers. I think it's one of the most complete group we have. You know, I'm so happy about him. Let me tell you about Phil Bill Beats. He posted recently on social media, you know, his achievements, and he was even overwhelmed by the number of songs he has actually collaborated, you know, in and made the songs what they are today, these hit songs. I'll start with Ixmalaya Dumba, Ixmalaya Mariage, Ixmalaya Ashagasha. You know, they are the Phil Bill Beats. I'm talking now about Phil Bill, not K Master K, but just know that whatever Phil Bill produces as beats, K Master K often does the mastering. So both of them, this is what they have done, many songs and even more than this list. So we've talked about all the 3 songs from Ixmalaya, and these songs are an excerpt of their their recent album, you know, that dropped. Then we have Kum Kum from Lady Pons. We also have Le Galaele from Mings. We also have Le Nomba de Manga, that is another song from Mings as well. We have Blanche Bailey, Come We Stay, Blanche Bailey, Mimbayer. We have Mimi Donna. We have Daphne, the song that actually launched her big time in Cameroon, Rastafari. Yes, and what they did not put is definitely one of the best songs to me that has not gotten popularity. Get There. They did it back in the days. Daphne was under their label, No Hits, No Records, before got signed to Steven's Me Entertainment or Steven Music Entertainment. Now let's leave Daphne Rastafari to Daphne Mother's Love that most of you loved so much, and she released that on Mother's Day, some 1 year, 2 years back. Daphne Madingwa as well, great song. Lunge Lunge Abidja. L'histoire, still from Lunge Lunge, Monsieur Collectivo, Mathématiques de Petit Pays, Serenade, his latest video that's on. The beat was made by Phil Bill and of course mixed by K Master K. Ambé, Rendezvous, Ambé, Les Filles de Mon Pays. And when you look at the songs they made the beat for and mastered, those are those songs that launched this artist for most of this urban artists. Ambé Rendezvous is that song that brought him to the limelight, after he has released several songs. But that song introduced him big time after he had changed his name from Denzel to Ambé. Now let's keep going. We have Ambé Debout. Oh, I love that one. And then I love Ambé Double Double. And then I also love Ambé Pour Toi. So they did that beat for Ambé and many others. We're talking also about Numerica's that is his most recent song that's actually making hit waves, Mombe Kie. And Rhythms as well have actually made beats, of course, for themselves, like Charity Begins at Home. You can't do good stuff for people without doing yours. You saw it in the Focus. They did Dancia, the one that was featuring X Malaya. They did Me and You. They did Madame Tout Le Monde, featuring with Alpha Beta record artist, Bobolo, that's already produced on that, or that was distributed under Empire Music, that is by Pete Bacardi. Tobasi, that was released once they signed their contract with Pete, with Empire as its production, distribution, and management. Then we also have Power, the recent project where we had the Empire artists and other top-notch artists in the urban music industry, that is Tenor Mings and Loco. Then we also have many other projects that are coming up, and trust me, Mimi's latest song is still done by Phil Bills and mixed by K Master K. So just to tell you that these young guys we put on your TV are exceptional Anglophone Cameroonians who are doing it big and who are really talented. Now, we are going to be talking culture with Tabitha, waiting for her to come and sit here and put her bootylicious body here. But now we'll be receiving a fan. He has been watching this channel from the moment he started watching, and he has not changed his channel. Honestly, he's going to tell us more. He told us that his best channel is Canado English, and it runs in his house 24 and 24. If you're his family members, I'll give you guys an exclusive opportunity to send an SMS the moment you see him. His name is Thomas as well, but I'll give him the opportunity to present himself. He's a faithful viewer of Canal de English. He's coming all the way from Bamenda, if I am not mistaken, from Santa, just because he wanted to see what Canal de English looks like. He wanted to be on the show as well. And he also dropped his documents, for the audition we announced that will be taking place sometime early January next year. But we want to get your documents, or those who want to have an internship here at Canal de English, drop your full documents. He came with his full documents all the way from Santa. His name is Thomas. Welcome. How are you, bro?
Welcome to you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So now, I want you to present yourself, your name, your family name, where you're coming from, and why did you choose to leave Santa, all the way from Santa to come here?
Okay, Steve, I want to just to greet everybody here. I want to greet everybody in Canada English, and what makes me to come here is because I saw people's program was the best, and I was in my house watching it every day by 24 to 24. My screen is there over it. That's why I decided to come here.
Okay, so I want to get your full names. I love the traditional names, right?
Yes.
So your name is Thomas?
My name is Sir Thomas.
Sir Thomas. Yes. You're coming from
Santa.
Santa. What is the traditional meal in Santa? What do you guys eat?
Our traditional meal is Irish potatoes.
But you guys are just like pretty foreigners. How do you have Irish potatoes as a traditional meal?
No, it's our food because the food that we have cabbage, we have carrots, we have leeks, we have other things. There are many of them.
Okay.
I cannot be counting them.
Yeah. So how is Santa? What kind of town is Santa?
I want to say Santa is a type. I cannot put it in a way, but Santa look a type because last time I was in Santa, the building that was the market that they destroyed. The Santa is just looking some kind. I cannot say the Santa is the best. It's it's just like that.
Okay, Santa is going through a lot of difficulties at the moment.
Of crisis. Crises are there because the short time I was in Santa, many they said country Sunday. All these things that happen in Santa every day. They say today is not the school is not going on. All that things the crisis is.
So even up to today, strike still is picking any go school Santa.
The school is not going to Santa. People are going to just the house dress and going to just like you are stealing somewhere and going.
Tell
to
me, my brother. So they fear people. They still fear for Santa.
Massa, people they fear gang. Now wow, the Santa now wow. Now say people they need for Siam. So we man come for this Siam for a 2 eye. Believe say something did.
Hey, Michael Kongosama, you get to do some traveling.
Yes.
You carry mutu, you go Santa, go see how we are two korokoro eye.
Yes.
So that you vivi hondo gamen for they see the way things they happen. My brother. But anyway, I see honestly we'll be very we'll be glad as we don't come here, you understand now?
Yes.
So be really happy say you don't travel all for Santa come for Canada English. For can see the way things they happen, for can see the channel where we like and so plenty people them feel say we know they Cameroon. Plenty people feel we talk now. We dinner from some different side, they do things.
Okay, Steve, before I want to stop you something. Say time I be the listening I be the watch Canada English.
Yes.
I be the thing say every day for bush. I struggle. Something don't make me say. Somebody say the thing there for aqua, but time every day aqua. The first time I come here, I face difficult to come see the place.
Yeah.
But now some man direct me. I come and see the place. I enjoy it because. Thing where I like and for una because una the give una the rating we want them. Bamen and man they so in life for a year and the truth. They say life for a year ayasi, like that.
Yeah, that kind of talk now.
Yes, because for me, I don't like ayasi. I like for going for fee direct for see what they talk.
They talk.
Yes, because when you talk, you get weakness.
So
if
now
you talk something where you get ground.
Since we cannot do English now come out, when you know if you go fee, you just put your Canada English. Say. Where they go talk for them, and way it happen where they go for fee, they get correspondent them, they tell you a true way it happen for fee. They know they for the add salt, add maggi, add any spices they for make a sweet.
No. Steve, say any matter of adding sweet, say where something be correct, where it looks something they fine.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Because I appreciate the thing. Yes. You not talk say be correct because Canada. They want to say the station where I want to put on my house every day 24 hours na Canada. The other station them, I don't know if you call their name, but they know themselves. That the best station is from now. As by me that they talk.
Thank you. I've been very happy say you talk and so it means as you talk and so now so plenty people they had to they sweet when they watch Canada English.
So that's true, people they sweet.
When you there for Santa, for example, now, as you come out and say you talk about Canada, how people they react? How you talk about Canada English, how people they react?
Some people they react say Canadian are the best because they say 100%. They appreciate Canada. People they tune up for the house. Matters they get dish. Need the all man get them. But the few people where they receive Canada, like they get them for Ghana, South Africa, all these.
For Nigeria, for Gabon, for Congo, them.
So people then they outside they like the Canada. Now say when I know the worker, they observe these people them.
Yes.
When I know say Canada, he dish himself, he own this one, the Sam.
Yes.
I be the best because I get them for my house.
Yeah.
I know we get them. I know if they buy thing where I don't know the use. I buy thing where I get use. Now why that I come up for here for can see una, for can be like una own worker. As time become, una will see me and I be very popular and say my past self we come out sa my partner Josh Samokonwe they work for CRTV.
Yeah, for back in the days, yeah.
For Bamenda,
yes.
I'm a stepmother and Elizabeth Achu.
Yes.
When I see CRTV journalist,
yes.
Me I be born I been at the first speaking for inside the family. And the rest of the don't go out.
So you won't follow your papa in footstep?
No, so but I actually, but it make me I like una because now when I get some program the way I don't know the name they find for the program, but when the program they come I be very attentive.
Now who did they present the program, for example?
Like you are named Steve.
Yes.
I don't know the other man we do talk.
That is tough talk.
Yes, I be
that is you get Divine Tadeke Jr.
Yes, I listen that program. I be like him because the program it look when they talk, so you see they see facts.
You get Mr. Elise Smith sometimes a big come for the team. Then you get Henry Kejan Atembe.
Yes, after I get down another woman where they talk about woman. About how
Morindi.
Yeah. I don't know them, but plenty of them that program the way I listen, I get that time because I know time where the program they for Canada they all.
Yeah.
I know the time. Man only for the tell me about time for the place. Now why that I like for come with you. Can I not see your name now Steve? But they were Steve was scream. I be very happy after I know they call it, the other man call the senator and I see me. But I believe say now they do the good job.
Thank you.
Canada
Thank you plenty. And you now can learn the work for Canada English where you say it they really portray your value then.
Yes, because I be do some program we call gospel hits. I do gospel hits, I do family matter where it talk about family them. Yes, I work for the Def Cam Radio and FM 95.9 where it did it because it get branch for Santa and I be a very
Thank you very much, Sir Thomas. I go ask my director, Donangelo Semasa, before we want press that button, find the fine song where I want to give for the people them for Santa. I want to try for them for Salud and say when I'm morning. The man will sing them. That's some picking. That's also come over that side. He name na Wanshe WANSHEW. That is SAEY. Sorry, Wanshe. The title for the song na Wuna Morning. Because the way you don't talk, I don't think about this song. He talk about other Jigijan for day. He talk about wine number there. In fact, I want to make it salute that big cafe, that big population. So where they for Bameda come down, where they for Northwest province. I like I call and say province because the thing they say region now, so don't turn being a certificate. I like in those days. You understand? So
why you call and say province? Why don't call it region? You know that change about region and province. Don't call it province. The whole lot of time. Why they don't call and say city?
Anyway, you know, make we play that. So if director just show me finger so piang say Otinde, that is Otinde chua. Just tell me some throw away the song. Okay, the one I want say Wuna Morning with the salo or Wuna.
I know say the outside a craze, but my guy, your brother they try. I know say some people they hate, but my guy all that top on a lie. I know say the men then go complicate. I know say the men then go contemplate. I know say the men then their men then go put obstacles but will overtake class with the start now for 8. The men then they late, but see then the hustle a place. Fufu for palace the blaze. You need not hate, all man they come with the plates. Kid. Go ask your people there. Go ask your people there, people there. From Manfred to Jiki Jam, from Combat to Menakwe, Basa Mutangene. Go ask your people there. Go ask your people there, people there. From Bali to Wainama, Bafu to Tabiken Kumbuwa. Una money. 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 I be feasted the men then go change. I be feasted the men then go shame. I be feasted the men then go realize handle the sacrifice needed for fame. Back when the game be the tight, on the eye, on Jokaya to la night. Back when boy then be the rap instead of trap. Now that they swap now we dab. Let me the people, they sell the people, strong eletico. Got it with Dippo. I heavy my pito, the issue no simple. Let me the people, they sell the people, strong eletico. Got it with Dippo. I heavy my pito, the issue no simple. Like walk day, who say the people that chop day? Who say the people that got day? Cause what got day, like it all day. Una money, 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 una money. Last verse, I said last verse. I go start to serve, now for past tense. Back then I was out there hustling hard to be out here. Now man, I sing God bless. I touch paper more than cash, yes. So I'm living the life that I want. At least it's better than what I had last year. When I'm on it.
memory or in loving memory of She with Vitalis. Now, One Shay, Yi Papa, of course, the young artist One Shay is actually dedicating this song to his dad, but of course to everybody, and especially those who lost their lives throughout this Anglophone crisis and those who are going through difficulties. And so he's saying good morning to everybody. In spite of the difficulties, know the morning is good, for he's coming with a lot of promises, and stay, hopeful, because it's when you have hope that you have there is life. When there is life, there is hope, and then when there's hope as well, you can live longer, because the moment you lose hope, you can definitely decide to give yourself eternal rest. Now let's receive on our set today the one and only Bootylicious Tabitha, who is here to talk about culture. Abela to you, Tabitha. How are you doing?
Abela to you, Stephen. Abela to you, all the viewers of
Abongo.
Canada in Abong. Good morning to you, viewers of Canada English. Good morning, Steve.
Yes.
It's like we're wearing matching colors this morning.
We communicate through telepathy, and it's very obvious, so I understand. Well, if you want to watch all the programs like Abela, all the editions that you've missed, whatever program, be it Obusi, be it Tough Talk, that has even been put off air for a while because they are on break and they'll be coming back. Be it the Forum, be it English, that is the breaking news, that is Canada English special.
Yeah.
Turn Up, of course,
Yeah.
Street 237, and all the other programs that can
Planet
list all
Rise
of them. Planet
by
Rise,
Regina
of course.
Fonja.
You can go to our website. That is already official as at now. As from now, thank you very much. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Donangelo who designed this website, professional website, beautiful, just to serve the people that you are. We know you're very demanding, and just like the MPs who are supposed to represent you in the glass house, we, Canal Day, will represent you all the time and give you the product, the best of the best. Keep asking more like Old Liberties from us, because we have the duty to give you more and to talk about this country and to make people discover who we are and the best side of things, but of course to tell the truth, even if it's bitter to swallow. Now we have created a website. Please go and visit.
Yeah, especially those in the diaspora who used to ask like, where can I watch your shows from?
Absolutely
so
true.
You can watch them on the website.
Beautiful. Share, do screenshots and share on your social media pages. Tell people that Canal de English, the hottest channel in the nation, is there. It is here. It is a now thing. Go and watch. For those who are very fan of YouTube, we have a YouTube channel, Canal de English. Bam. You find everything there. Or you go to the website. Please do support our channel, because we're here for you, okay? Together, we're going to do great things. Yes, together we can. Togetherness is the key. So it's www.canaldeEnglish.net. Get it again. www.canaldeEnglish.net. Net like the way they can catch fish. Net.
Not .com, .net.
When they come, when they come. Now they teach you how to catch fish. When they go on a fish, when they teach you how to catch fish. Go you one. Tap www.canaldeEnglish.net. You catch them. Pigeon you so you catch them. Abela you catch them. Obusi you catch them. Turn Up you catch them.
Planet Rise
you catch them. Well, that's a little bit of humor for you this morning. Now we're going to talk about culture. First of all, before we talk about what's making news in the cultural sphere, or in the entertainment world, I'm getting there. What do you think about the topic of the day? Would you adopt a child if you can't have one? I'm not saying you will not have one, but I'm just saying that just put yourself in that position. Do you think if it happens in the imaginary world, would you entertain the idea of adopting a child?
Of course, why not? It's very, there are these kids out there who need like parental love, these abandoned kids out there. But if I'm in a position, even if I have a child there, even if I have a child and I see like an abandoned child there and this child needs my help, of course, why not adopt this child?
Wow.
Yes.
So you're not Madame Toulemon, you're Mamie Toulemon now.
Those kids out there, they did not choose their life. They did not, when they gave birth to them, they did not say their parents should abandon them, you understand? Especially these kids in the orphanage. Yeah, they need our love. So if I have the opportunity...
You can adopt everybody.
Pardon?
You cannot adopt every child because there are many of them
No,
who
you
are just
cannot
cute.
adopt.
You're just like, oh,
yeah, you
this
cannot
one is
adopt.
so cute.
You cannot adopt every child.
Yeah.
But when the like some of these people in the orphanage, they come sometimes for help.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, this child has like it's a special need. This child got like special need. But if I have that money to adopt, why not? Of
So
course
if you
I
have the
will.
money to adopt, what kind of child would you go for? Because there are many cute children there. There are
Yeah.
many wonderful children there. And like, what would actually motivate your choice to adopt a child? Even if you have your own kids and then you have money to adopt more of them to give them a better life, what kind of child would strike your attention?
I like a very smart child. Yes, I would like a smart child, and of course, I would like to go for a girl because this boy say, I know I mean headache. I know I mean headache.
You go born picking. Is that eight picking where you go born them?
No,
you go born 6 boys.
I don't go feed me seriously.
You go born 6 boys.
I like to go for a little girl who, let me say, a smart little girl. Yeah, but not a not a boy. Obviously
Okay.
not a boy.
Thank you, Tabitha, for giving me your point of view. Permit me to read 1 or 2 messages or 1 or 2 reactions concerning the topic of the day before we proceed with culture. And we're almost done, though. Hi, even if I don't have a child, I find no pleasure in adopting one. That's Amadou from Malingo Boya. So how are you going to do? Are you going to stay childless? Let's keep going. I will not cause that child who can help you tomorrow when you are old and there is no one to care for you at that time. I will not cause is that child. Wow, I really did not get this one, or maybe I will. I don't know, maybe she's trying to say, that's Cynthia from Bamenda. Hi, Cynthia. There's another one. Good morning, Mr. Classic Steve. Oh, thanks.
Classic man.
You've given me a name. I'll adopt the name Mr. Classic, though. Mr. Classic Steve. Oh, I will adopt a child if I can't have one, because I have this belief that children are blessings from God. That's Kelmith from Yaoundé. Hey, Yaoundé is watching. God bless you too. Then we have another one coming in right quick. I just used 2 minutes to read all these messages. Good morning. Of course, I can adopt a child if I happen not to have one. Every man needs a representative in his absence to carry his name and image forward. Well, never say never. I will adopt and keep trying with my wife to have my own biological children. God's time is the best. I'm Puma Simon Intiko. Wow, Mr. Puma has given a serious reflection here.
Yeah.
Let's keep going rapidly. Good morning there in the studio and to the rest of the world. Good morning. Yes, I will adopt a child if I can't have one. Children are always a blessing to the family and to the society as a whole. I always imagine a society without a child. Orphans need to be taken care of, so I will advise couples who can't have a child to go in for adoption. Greetings to all and most of my fans. This is ex-Chicha from the Republic of Bastos. He always calls that the Republic. Love your program and keep it up. Nice day to all. Thank you very much, ex-Chicha. We have another one. Yeah, Chicha. Oh my God. You really know that. You surely get on teacher. Wait, carry your bottom.
I know, Mr. Koboko.
What are you talking about? What are you talking? Well, we'll get another one. Abela to you in the studio. Sure, I can adopt a child if I don't have one. Still same as I can have and still adopt 4.
Of course.
I still adopt 4. I have a close spiritual tie with children. Pancras from Kumbo. Hey, Pancras, you like Pekins. Pekins. Yes, I will because living in life alone makes no sense. Also, this child will comfort me in the times of pain. Elvis from Bamenda. Oh, wow. Hello, it's Alam from Akumbo. Yes, I will adopt a child if I don't have one and will make sure I take good care of the child. And if anybody adopts a child, please, he or she should take good care of the child. I love the Abela program. Please continue the good work. Thank you all. God is here to always give us the strength, and he lives within us, so we'll definitely continue the good work, for we are children of the good one. So we are now hooked up to the lips of the bootylicious Tabitha. Tell us more about what's happening in entertainment.
Yeah, the annual show, that is the weekend destination, because it started on the 20th, that was on Monday, and tomorrow is the grand finale. And Steve is going to be on the red carpet. Hopefully he's going to invite me to be his how can I say, your guest?
Why not? If I just see you around, you are finished.
You grab.
I'll tell the camera to start filming from the boot. The booty. Then takes the booty, then takes the legs. Then the legs now takes the head.
I've got this
then the
sexy
chest.
dress there. If you invite me, I've got
I will
this
not invite
sexy.
you. My camera will look for you, will hunt you down.
Okay, so it's been 4 days now. Today is the 4th day, and we've got lots and lots of designers coming from all over Africa. And then the models, these models, I'm like, these girls, these boys, do they really eat? Is it just that you just want to become a model? That's why they're really, some of them are really skinny, but they are very cute and very beautiful girls. Cute boys and beautiful girls. So today is going to be the 4th day. Tomorrow, like I said, is a grand finale. And they had a press conference that was on Wednesday, and the media was there. They had a lot to talk about. And the organizers of this show, like the models are really happy. I had some interviews with some of the models who, because it's the 8th edition, some of them is their 1st edition, another is their 2nd edition, and they're looking forward to the subsequent editions of this annual show, Fashion Week. So if Donna is ready, let's just get some of the excerpts of the interviews I had at the annual show.
There we go.
Yeah. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Arnold Batifilek, professional model coming from Yaoundé.
Wow, Yaoundé, what a distance. So, what really made you leave Yaoundé to come to Douala for the annual show?
To show what young Cameroonians, especially young models, are made of. To show that also in Cameroon, also in Africa, we had great talents.
And how does it feel being a model in a country like Cameroon? How does it feel being a model?
It's a great opportunity, also a big responsibility, because you are supposed to be, as the name is, the profession, a model for young people, because we are inspiration. We want to inspire young people. Also, we want to show, to prove ourselves, because myself is a passion. I want to be a reflection for young boys and young girls that they can achieve their dream. That's why I'm doing modeling, and I'm here on fashion show.
Okay, this is the 8th edition of the annual show. How many editions have you done so far?
It's my 1st edition, and I'm really excited because I used to watch annual show on the TV. So now I'm the one on annual show, and people are watching me on the TV. So it's a great pleasure for me for being here on annual show, and I want to thank Mr. Gregoire Piwole and Mrs. Liliane Demasok for picking me, because I'm really excited, and my joy is beyond.
Okay, thank you very much, because I was about asking you like the last word for the organizers of this show, and you just said everything, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I hope everybody is enjoying the show, and it's annual show, so let's be fashion.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good evening. Can you tell us your name and where you come from?
I'm Anissa Manuela, and I come from Yaoundé. I'm a Yaoundé model.
So you're coming all the way from Yaoundé for the annual show. So how excited are you being here?
It's a very, I can say, good experience for me and for the rest of the models. Anyways, we represent the other models, and it's a very great experience for all of us.
So I heard it's the 8th edition of the annual show. Like, how many editions have you attended so far since the creation?
I can actually say this is my 2nd edition. Yeah, I attended the one in 2014, and then this is the 2nd one, 2017.
So how has your experience been so far, the annual show? How is the experience?
It has had a very great change as compared from the 2014. That's had a very great change, and we're very proud of the annual show 2017.
So, like, who's your favorite designer? All the designers here, who do you think is your favorite designer?
Well, I can't really say from now, but let's continue to Saturday. I'll decide.
So, since yesterday, you haven't seen like a favorite designer?
Not yet.
Okay. Like, what's your height? Because you look very tall.
I'm 1m80.
1m80. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For annual show 2017, and like, how do you feel being here?
I feel very happy. I'm excited, and I'm so humbled to be part of this event, to be part of the models who work on the runway, to be part of this beautiful adventure.
So among all the designers that are present here, like, who is your favorite designer?
My favorite designer for today, or since yesterday. For me, my favorite designer has not yet passed. I prefer Fabrice Njeko.
Okay.
About Annual Show Fashion Week tonight. It's another night you can go there at the Esplanade of St. John's Plaza in Bonaprizo and witness the effervescence there. Let me just inform you that yesterday was the arrival of all the delegations, Nigeria and those who are coming from different other parts of the world, because they'll be coming from the four corners of the world to attend this particular event. So.
Yeah, so like I said, tomorrow it's the day. If you want, like what is trending in the African print, what these designers have in stock for you, everybody's last Abela is going to be shown tomorrow.
Like
okay, we'll just under Abela, no, all money under Abela. Like everybody has kept like, okay, they started on Monday, but under box no, not tomorrow. So if you have to come tomorrow,
and especially if you want to know the 2018 collections that will definitely be trending, you should go there and get it exclusively, and you can also buy. It's not just to go and look, but also to buy, because they are setting the pace for next year. They were, they are fashion seasons, and some of them did it pretty much earlier during this year, in the month of June, July, where they actually did the 2018 collections. So those who won the 2017 and they want to be in advance, trop d'avance comme Rolls-Royce sur moto, just go there and get this 2018 collections. I would be having my 2018 collections, and I'll put that on social media when time comes.
Okay, we're just going to talk about the Ngondo Festival 2017. Like the whole of Douala, everybody is the Ngondo. And they say a world without culture is a soulless world. And this Ngondo Festival is like the biggest festival when it comes to Cameroon, the Sawa people. So this Ngondo Festival actually started like a week ago, but the official date is supposed to start from the 27th of November. That's on Thursday, 27th of November to the 3rd of December. And there are a lot of activities that are going to take place during this Ngondo Festival. You're going to have the trade fair. For those who are interested, some people already bought like their stands. So there's going to be a trade fair. There is going to be the Miss Ngondo. There is like a lot of activities. So if you're out there and you want to be, if you're Sawa, I don't know if the Miss Ngondo is actually supposed to be limited to the Sawa people. Yeah.
Well, Ngondo itself is a traditional festival for the Sawa people. That is all those who are around the coast, be it the Bakweris, because Cameroon is actually divided into 4 cultural groups. They have the Grassfield, where we have the people of the West region, and the Northwest. So we have the Sawas, that is all of them. That is the Southwest and the Littoral. We have how do they call these people? Those from the Bakoko, really, they are part of another. I'm talking about the Northeast is the Sahelian, and all of them from far north and everything, the Awusa guys, and there's another one that includes the Pygmies and all of them from the east and so on. So they're actually, I think that the Pygmies, it should be something of that sort. So they have those different clans. So pretty much, if they Miss Ngondo is definitely only for the Sawa people.
Okay.
It's a miss of the coastal tribes. So
it's going to end on the 3rd of December and on the bridge of River Wuri. So there are going to be a lot of activities on that day, and I'm sure traffic on that day, the circulation is going to be, anyway, thank God it's going to be on a Sunday. So hopefully, if you're out there, you want to attend the Ngondo Festival, it has started already. Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to give one last gist before we take the headlines for the day.
The gist, most people already know about the gist, and we're talking about Abela Jeffrey and Lino Lovett, who had like a heated argument which led into a fight. That was it happened on Sunday, but it was on Saturday during the birthday party of Oboida Comic. So on their way back home, Lino Lovett and Abela Jeffrey, last Saturday. Lino Lovett and Abela Jeffrey got into a heated argument concerning the awards of Cameroon. Like when it comes to award ceremonies, Lino thinks that they're not credible, but Abela Jeffrey refuses because he's like he has won several awards in Cameroon, and this, I don't know if it's actually alcohol that caused this. So since they two did not accept or they did not agree, they did not come into a compromise, it led to Lovett using a stone on Abela Jeffrey's head, like these two grown-up adults. And I don't know, but finally, Lino Lovett has actually apologized because everybody on social media was like, Lino, this was not the right thing for you to do. So you need to send an apology
Well,
to
for those who do not know Lino Lovett
he is an upcoming actor.
Is a Cameroonian actor who acted in the movie Before the Sunrise. He acted as the son of, Zach Oji, a Nigerian actor.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I don't know why he's still upcoming.
Then pretty much he's upcoming because he's not doing anything with his career, any sensible thing. That's true. And Lino Lovett is known to be particularly violent and sometimes unsensible. He likes arguments, sometimes very passionate without any facts.
But he's a very good actor.
He's a great actor as well. And then, Abela Jeffrey is pretty much one of the stars in
one of the
Cameroon music, Cameroon cinema industry. And he acted recently in, I think, Bridge of Trust.
Bridge of Trust.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And he's a several, award-winning actors. But anyway, they have to sort their problems out and avoid to use violence. Just like what Wizkid and Davido did out of the club, they fought, and their teams as well, their bodyguards. It became a very big fight. They did that in Dubai, and it was really a shame.
The IFEST Festival.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
The Africa Fest Festival. Africa Fest. IFEST is for
Africa Fest.
Africa Fest. Now let's talk about the major headlines we have with Christian Katala. It's almost time, but anyway, let's just go with them with that, and then we close up the show. Welcome to Abela.
Thank you, Abela.
Abongo.
Abobo.
No, the password always greet Abela.
Yes, of
and
course.
Receive Abel. Yeah, Steve, we have some major headlines for today. We all know that the 2017 settlement bill was finally adopted at the parliament, though the SDF parliamentarian group boycotted, disrupted proceedings at the parliament, saying that debate on the Anglophone crisis must hold. We know it was very hot at the National Assembly yesterday until President Kavayege Jibri had to leave the glass house and other CPDM parliamentarians. So we still hope that they are going to really bring up debate on the Anglophone crisis to finally resolve the issue, because they say only an opening and sincere dialogue can really address the problem raised by the Anglophones in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we are equally going to talk about a 16 days international campaign that will hold today in Yaoundé to fight against violence on women and the girl. Under the theme Leave No One Behind, fight against women on the girl child, fight against violence on women and the girl. And the campaign will be presided by the Minister of Women Empowerment and Family, Marie-Therese Abena Ondwa. And we'll equally take you to Zimbabwe. We all know that our state Vice President Emerson Mnangagwa will be sworn in today as interim president, while the country will be expected to hold a presidential election in 8 months to come to know who will be the official president of Zimbabwe.
Good news.
After 93-year-old Robert Mugabe finally accepted to resign. That was a good news. That's a good example. And we hope other long-serving presidents in Africa are going to copy the example.
And apart from that, from even the long-serving presidents who understand that in moments of crisis, a revolution can take place peacefully and with honest dialogue, because all this took place through dialogue. People got angry. Mugabe had to flaunt his ego, but at the end of the day, they came to reason that, okay, this is the interest of the state, and that's how we're going to sacrifice for the interest of the people. Thank you very much, Christine Katala. Okay, a world without culture is a soulless world. I think that's what I get from Tabitha today. We're going to end Abela today with this mashup of several other songs from Ghana to Nigeria to Cameroon. It's done by a young Cameroonian talented young lady who has released another mashup, but it's the audio version, so we'll be playing it whenever the video comes out, the mashup 2.0, and this one is rather the mashup 1.5. And so let's just get this from Joy, and we close Abela for today. Stay tuned to Canada English programs, and we shall see you again Monday, because it's weekend. Thank God it's Friday. We love you. We're going to join mashup and then we leave. Thank you so much, Donald Gilo, our director.
Muna